Welcome to another one-on-one conversation here at OKPreps Media Days. I'm Michael Knight, sitting down with Pryor senior quarterback Ben Ward. Ben, starting this year for the Pryor Tigers, you spent the last couple seasons starting at Cleveland. Obviously at this point, as a quarterback, you've seen just about everything, starting since you were a sophomore. What are some of the things that you can rely on from your experience the last couple of years starting?
I've got to play with a multitude of talents, different type of players, different type of receivers, different type of teams, and that's helped me be able to figure out what works best with what type of kids, and just experience, learn more football as you go on. That's basically what helps you the most.
How much fun have you been having playing high school football? Because when it comes to the last couple of seasons, there aren't too many quarterbacks who have thrown for more yards, more touchdowns than you. You've been able to put up some big numbers. How much fun for you as an individual has it been to just be lighting up scoreboards every Friday night?
It's extremely fun. You try not to stat chase or anything, but you mainly focus on winning and fellowship with your team, and you put them first, and you just do what you can, and stats come with it. It's always fun.
Now, we mentioned you're making the move, the transition to Pryor this offseason, going to be the starting quarterback for a different kind of Tiger this fall. What's that transition been like for you over the last couple of months with a new team?
Well, I haven't known them too long. It's only been a couple of weeks now, but mainly just trying to learn what they do and, get some of their trust type thing. But, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to meet new people. It's a new experience. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
How has it been tough? Because, look, you're joining a new team in the middle of a pandemic, and a lot of things are closed down. How have you had to get creative? Because it's not like you guys had spring ball or anything like that. How have you had to get creative to reach out to your teammates and start building those bonds?
I've watched all of their film. I've texted them about certain stuff that I could maybe add to their team. I've got creative with some home workouts type stuff we can do, and it's more about just fellowship, and it helps when you come together, and we're starting to start that up a little bit. So yeah.
How exciting has that been? Because it's one thing to be reaching out on social or texting or anything like that, but it's another to get back into the weight room, get onto the field, and start building, like you mentioned, that fellowship.
Yeah, it's way better when you're with them. You start talking about actual stuff, not over text, and you get to learn their personality and how their game works, and what their strengths are, and that's what really helps you build a bond with your team.
What's something, we mentioned all the numbers that you've been able to put up the last couple of years. What's something you've been trying to improve on as a quarterback as you head into this season?
Just mainly focusing on the middle part of it. I feel like I have a pretty good base for how I want to play and how my style is, and I'm working on it, going out and executing every week.
So you mentioned watching all the film for Pryor from last season. They had a good year, 7-4. They made it to the playoffs. In your mind, what can you add to this team that not only gets them back to the playoffs, but contend for a district title and hopefully a state title?
Experience. I can bring experience. I know a lot of football, and they do have a lot of talent, and I feel like I would mesh well with their system and their type of kids.
Then now finally, when it comes to the 2020 season, is there a game on the schedule? Is there a game that you already have circled on your calendar, and why?
We got to beat Tahlequah. I feel like we got 3 games we can win easily, and if we beat Tahlequah, that'll put us in the playoffs, and after that, it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, look, you got to keep on winning to try to compete for that district championship. Obviously, it's going to be a tough district once again, but Pryor, certainly with all the talent they have coming back, plus you as well, they're going to be in as good of shape as anybody to compete for that district title. Ben, thanks so much for sitting down with me. Looking forward to seeing what you do. You've been slinging it around the last couple of years, looking to see what you do going out your senior season. Good luck to you and the Tigers this fall, man.
Appreciate it.
He's been Ward. I'm Michael Knight, and this has been another one-on-one conversation here at OKPreps Media Days.